It's beginning to look a lot like F this. I'm just kidding. Christmas. Everywhere you go. Anyways, welcome and welcome back to the Bummy Podcast. We still going because it's me, myself, and I. We will never stop. Whenever there's nobody home. Yesterday, though, I was mad because I thought somebody was gonna come home, so I didn't make any videos. I'm shiny as hell. That's crazy. But I was just sitting there, and I was like, the longer the time that somebody wasn't home, I was like, damn, I could have made a video. But it's okay, you know, it just wasn't meant to be or whatever. It is what it is. So, since it is, when I post this, technically right now it's still November 9. Today is November 9, my lucky number. But when I post this, it's probably gonna be December. So, I believe after November is December. Yeah. So, we're gonna review Christmas movies. Not the iconic ones. Not the iconic ones, but just Christmas movies I watched when it wasn't Christmas. I'm not okay. Anyways. So, the first one. If you know me, you don't know me. Do not share. Like, comment, I don't care, but do not share. I see you. Anyways, so the title says The Christmas Star. So, pretty interesting. I believe I watched it on Hulu. I might be lying. I might have watched it on Disney Plus. Let's see. If I search it, it will probably come up on what you can watch it on. It was Disney Plus, my bad. It wasn't Hulu, it was Disney Plus. And if you don't have Hulu or Disney Plus, you can definitely use for joke purposes, FBI agent is the joke. Haha. Yeah, you can use like other websites, the other websites. Anyways, so basically the story is very, very interesting. If I'm remembering correctly, because it's been a while. Imagine, it's been a while I watched a Christmas movie. I think I watched it in like around my birthday or something. Or like after spring, summer, something like that. I definitely did not watch it last December. But anywho, basically the movie starts off with this guy. He's in jail. And it's Christmas, obviously. So, because it's Christmas, they let in Santa and like whatever. I guess it's to give. I don't know if they had their families over, like the people in jail's families over, or if they were just giving gifts and like to cheer up the people in jail. I don't remember. All I remember is they had a Santa come in. So this guy, he wanted to break out. Because the reason he got arrested, I think, was like him and his friends stole from a bank. I believe they were robbers. They were robbers. They were thieves. They were thieving. And so basically, he takes the clothes of Santa Claus. Like, he traps him somewhere. And then he wears the Santa Claus clothes. And he walks out because they're thinking, oh, Santa is leaving. No. Santa is somewhere tied up. That's not Santa. That's somebody that should be in jail. So he breaks out of jail like that. And, obviously they realized that, I think somebody found the real Santa, like, tied up and whatever. And they were like, oh my goodness, he broke out, right? So they go out, and basically the search is like to look for a Santa Claus, because he literally was dressed as a Santa Claus when he left. So they're looking for Santa Claus. There's a search out for his arrest. And again, it's Christmas, so there's gonna be a bunch of Santa Clauses, especially around the mall and stuff. Like, there's gonna be a lot of Santa Clauses. The Santa Clauses on the side of the road asking for charity money or whatever. There's just a lot. There's a whole bunch of Santa Clauses, so it's gonna be hard for them to find him, but they know they're looking for a Santa Claus. So I don't know how, but he like breaks in and he is sleeping in these kids' basement, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, yeah, he somehow breaks in and like he's sleeping there. So basically there's these kids, I didn't even look at the names, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Even the kids are not kids anymore, because the movie was from 1986. I wasn't even born, honestly. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna see the cast list, but it wasn't gonna work out for me. It wasn't gonna work out for me, honestly. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, so the kids that live there where he's hiding in their basement, it's a boy and a girl. So the girl, I think, is the youngest. I don't know how old they are. Honestly, I don't remember a lot. But one is like, the kid is maybe like about to finish middle school. No, a middle schooler. I don't know. Regardless, the kid was older, the girl was younger. And then they had this neighbor. I know there was a kid and his sister that lived there. And I don't know if the other guy... He's just their neighbor. I don't think he's their friend. I don't know. Regardless, so basically, there's 3 kids in that building. I think there's more kids, but that's the only kids I'm remembering. So there's a kid, and I think the bully, or whatever you want to call him, his dad is the landlord. I thought I heard something. His dad is the landlord, and the other kids are like, obviously they have a mom and a dad, but money's kind of tight. Am I tripping? I keep hearing noises. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. Okay, Randy Orton, get out of my head. His theme song is stuck in my head. Anyways, so every time I talk, I hear noises. Anywho, so they find him in their basement. Obviously, they're freaked out. But the little girl's like, oh my goodness, it's Santa Claus. And then, like, obviously the kid is kind of believing, not believing. And he wants to believe. And then they're trying to, like, hide him from their parents. They're even bringing him food and stuff because they're like, oh my goodness, this is Santa Claus. Blah, 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 right? So they're basically helping a thief. And so he convinces them that he has something hidden at the mall in this place, and it's the money. But he's telling them like, I need you to help Santa, blah blah blah, right? So he's basically tricking the kids using the fact that he's Santa Claus. So anyways, so they're feeding him, blah, blah, blah. And then I don't know how, but the other kid, the landlord's kid, also gets in on it. At first he didn't believe it. He was like, nah. And he also found this stray dog, and his dad is very rude, very, very much a horrible. And I believe he's a single father. I don't think the kid has a mom. I don't think that mom was ever mentioned. I don't know if she died or something, but the dad is horrible. And so he wanted to keep this stray dog, and the dad was like, get this thing out of here. And so the dog is kind of like sick. I think that was after. Regardless, he found a stray dog, and so he wanted to keep it. And I don't know if he gave it to the other kid or what, but regardless, I think I need to name them. Okay, so I'm gonna name them random names. This is not part of the movie because it's getting confusing. So the landlord's kid, he could be Billy. We're gonna call him Billy. And then the other two kids, the girl and his sister, or the girl and his sister. Is that what I just said? I'm not well. The guy and his sister, we can call them Jack and Rose. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So, I think Jack keeps the dog for Billy because his dad did not want that dog in there or something like that. But regardless, now the dog is there. I think in the basement. I don't even think the parents know about the dog. And then they also got the thief Santa Claus in there. So he somehow convinced them to go help him find something. So the little girl Rose is supposed to be the distraction, and then it was gonna be Billy and Jack that were gonna go. I think it was like in the mall's Santa Claus chair or something like that. So they were gonna try to go in there and find it. And so they're doing all that, blah, 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 but I think they get caught, or they almost get caught by, like, security or something, because the security's like, why are you going over here? They got caught. So I think they leave. Yeah, I think they leave the mall or whatever. And so basically they come back, they tell Santa Claus, like, it didn't work out, blah, blah. And so Santa Claus, word gets around that Santa Claus is in their basement. And I say when word gets around, I don't mean by the adults. Like the kids in the neighborhood find out that Santa Claus is in their basement. So they want to come help Santa Claus. So now this thief, has a bunch of children helping him to get this money, which is crazy because I'm like, sir, you're using children? That's crazy. But anyways, he knows it's a guarantee. He knows that the police did not find this money, and if he gets this money, he can basically run away and they'll never find him. So he's trying to like use the money to like run away somewhere else. So I think the kids that come help are like orphan kids also. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of children that come up, and the landlord, in the meantime, in between time, the landlord is trying to evict people. So it's crazy because it's like the parents are trying to think of like ways to save money, but they also have to like buy presents for their kids. And here's the landlord trying to kick them out because he's like, I'm not making enough money or something. I don't know what his problem is. He has issues. So he's trying to kick them out. And at the same time, this thief is using their children to try and get money. So it's honestly, if you're the type of person that can guess the ending, it's very obvious. But anywho, so they, the other kids in the neighborhood were like, we want to meet Santa. So now there's a bunch of kids going down into their basement. I don't know where their parents are at this point. And I don't know how they don't notice a bunch of children are going in their basement. But regardless, a bunch of kids come down. They're trying to say hi, hello, blah, blah, blah to him. And I just ate. I'm sorry. That's what I'm just burping. I'm burping. Let me sippy so it will go down. Never mind. It's like stuck in here. Air bubbles. Nothing. I need somebody to burp me. I'm just kidding. I'm a baby. Goo goo gaga. Mama. Oh my goodness, I hate Jim Carrey. Okay, anyways, so where was I? He's trying to evict the parent. Oh, anyways, the kids come down to go meet Santa Claus, and so they're I think at first he was against it, but then he was like, whatever, he's gonna pretend like he's Santa Claus, right? So he's sitting there, kid by kid comes up, sits on his lap, and basically tells him what they want for Christmas. And I believe Jack doesn't really believe, that's what I called him, right? No, Billy, my bad. Billy the bully. Billy does not want to believe that this is really Santa Claus. Like, he refuses to believe. And then, obviously Jack and Rose believe. Obviously Rose a little bit more because she's younger. But they believe that that is Santa Claus. And, you know, the other kids also believe too. They're telling him what they want. He's writing a list. He's checking it twice. To see who's naughty or nice. I'm just kidding. So he's writing their names, and he has their list and blah blah blah, right? So he's doing all that, and again, they somehow are convinced that they're gonna help Santa Claus get his money. I don't know why Santa Claus would want money. I don't think the kids knew. I don't know. I don't remember, but regardless, it was a very interesting movie. And so basically, this time what they were gonna do is wait until the mall closes so that nobody's around, so that they can go in and find this money that he's looking for, right? Or this thing that he's looking for. I don't know if he told them that he's looking for money or not. Regardless, so the plan was for Billy and Jack to go into this chair thing and like figure out where the money is or whatever, and the kids were going to distract the security guard by doing caroling. So the kids come, like a bunch of the neighborhood kids, including Rose, they come and they're like singing Christmas carols, blah blah blah, to distract the security guard. Excuse me, oh my god, almost yeah, relax. When I talk, it's like, me too, I want to come out. Anyways, so the kids are distracting the security guard, and the Jack and Billy, they go into the mall to open up this thing in the chair. They're trying to figure it out, blah blah blah. I think they eventually do figure it out. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I'm missing something in the middle, because I feel like it was before that. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is what happened. So before the kids went on this mission, right? After they met Santa Claus and had their list written, I think it was another day, they came down, and then before the kids came in, Billy, his dog was sick, so he came to Santa Claus, and he was like, Santa Claus, you need to help me, like, my dog is dying, blah blah blah, right? So he's very attached to this dog, and for sure he doesn't believe that Santa Claus, but he wants to believe, and he thinks that if he can save his dog, then that means he's really Santa Claus. So he goes, but I don't think that... Yeah, he goes, but I don't think that he ever actually... He goes to Santa Claus, but he doesn't obviously fix the dog. The dog is gonna die. Like, there's nothing... First of all, that's not Santa Claus. And I don't think Santa Claus is out here healing dogs. But yeah, he couldn't heal the dog. So Billy got very angry, and like, he was crying, and he left. So I don't think he went on the mission with them. So I don't know why I'm remembering him there. I don't know. Regardless, I don't think Billy went. Billy got mad, and I don't know if he took the dead dog with him or what happened, but regardless, he went crying. And I believe he told on them that Santa was there, something like that. I don't know. And so Santa Claus was going to meet them under the bridge. This is so sketchy, honestly. Like, when they showed that, I was like, this is super sketchy. So he's gonna go under the bridge, and that's where they're gonna meet, and they're gonna give him what he wanted them to go get, and he's going skedaddle. That was the plan. So he leaves that area. So if Billy does tell and somebody comes, like, there's nothing he can do. So anyways, so they go, and the kids are, again, like I said, the kids are distracting as carolers with Rose, and I guess it was just Jack by himself. If that happened, I don't think Billy came with him, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Regardless, Jack is in the chair, and because this is, I think, like the last night of Christmas or whatever, they're taking the chair into storage or something. So it's either they're taking it in storage or they're putting it inside. Oh, it's not taking it to storage. They were putting it inside the mall, because I think it was like outside the mall where he was meeting. So they were gonna put it inside of a building. So he's in the chair, and they pick it up. They're like, this is heavy. Yeah, there's a whole child in there. Yeah. So they're like, this is heavy, blah, blah. And then they go put it in there. And he's, trying to tamper with it and whatever to try and open it so he can find this thing that Santa Claus told him to find. It's like it's a bag or whatever. I don't know what he told them it was, but it's a bag of money, basically. So he's tampering it, whatever. I think his sister Rose comes in because she's saying, like, I don't think the kids can hold it up that much, because the security guard is getting annoyed by this point. At first it was cute, but now it's getting annoying. So they're trying their best to distract the security guard, singing more songs, doing random things. They're just trying their best out there. They are dying. Hurry up, Jack, hurry up. This is why your ass died in the froze. You taking too long. So I don't know how they figure it out, but something clicks, and he finally figures out where the key is. He uses the key. I think that he gave them the key. I think he had the key with him all along. So they open it, they find the bag, and right on time when they were leaving, the security guard turns around. They literally get out of the building, and then the security guard turns around because he's like, I'm tired of this. Go home, Raja. So all the kids, Rose, Jack, they decided to go home because they have what they needed. Go home. But where they're really going is to what is it called? Is to give the package, whatever, to deliver it to Santa Claus. So he's waiting for them under the bridge. I believe Billy does tell the police about the Santa Claus, whatever. And so I think when the kids are leaving, the police get to the mall, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Something like that happens. Regardless, the kids go and meet up with Santa Claus under the bridge. Mind you, it is dark, because they don't close that thing in the morning. It is dark. And there's a bunch of children with a thief. I don't know. Who thought of this movie? I don't know. But anyways, so they go there. They're giving Santa Claus, right? They're giving Santa Claus his package. And they're so happy because they think they accomplished something, right? But they're very sad that Santa's leaving. He's leaving them. And I don't know, something in Jack, he decides to, after they gave him the thing, he says bye, like, and he starts walking. And then I don't know if he's hiding behind one of the columns or what happens. And so the kids are going, they already delivered it, so they're going this way, and then the guy is going this way. And then they turn around, not they, but like Jack turns around, and he goes and he sees that he dropped a piece of paper with all their list, all the things that they wanted. And so he's screaming, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus ain't there, because that's not Santa Claus. And then I believe they just decide to go home. Yeah, I believe they just decide to go home. And the next day is Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so the kids go home. All the kids go home at night. I don't know why their parents didn't know that they were out. But this whole mission happened at night, so I'm guessing like they told their parents they're going to sleep, snuck out, and they're helping Santa Claus. That is so crazy. But anyways, so the kids go home. Everybody's going home. They go to bed. And the next day, what happened? I don't know. It's been a while. I feel like I should write things down. I am not the type of person that plans things out, as you can tell. But I believe the next day is when like everything they ask for comes true. Oh, okay. No, I remember what happened. So that night, the thief gets he also visited somebody near the train. Honestly, I don't remember what the lady's name was. Like in the beginning, I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place. In the beginning, when he escaped, he went to this person's house. I think she also knows I think she's the girlfriend of the other thief that was thieving with him. I don't remember. But he went to her house and he was talking to her about something. But I can't tell you what it was about. And then I feel like also the on Christmas Day she had like a present. He bought her something and there was a present for her. I think it was a dress. I'm not remembering correctly, but I feel like he bought her a dress. And then he also went to go visit the landlord, because he understood why the kid was mad and like how shitty his father was, and I think he resonated with him because his father was shitty too or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, he went to go visit the landlord, and like the night, I feel like when the kids thought he left is when he went to go visit him, and he was basically telling him like, you better be a better person or else. And I don't know if I feel like he gave him the money he needed so that the people won't be evicted. And then also, yeah, I think that's what he did. And so, the lady got a present, the one near the train station. And then, the landlord got the money he needed so he doesn't have to evict anybody. And then and the kids, like in the morning, I think like all the kids in the neighborhood, the presents they wanted, they got, I don't remember, something like that. And then also Yeah. Okay, so he comes back. I think that same night. What am I talking about? He comes back that same night. I think this is after he already visited the landlord. Yeah. So he already visited the landlord, and I don't know if he was talking with the kids or what, but he was outside their apartment and stuff, and he gets arrested. Like the police finally caught up, and they was like, "We knew it." And I think it's because that Billy the bully snitched. There was no word that starts with a B. Billy the bully snitched. Yeah. There's no word that's similar to snitch that starts with a B. If there is, I wouldn't know it. So anyways, yeah, I think it's because Billy snitched. The police finally catch him and he gets arrested like right outside, and the kids are like, no, that's Santa. The poor kids, I feel so bad for them. And so I feel like it was in the morning though, because it didn't look dark when he was getting arrested. Yeah, no, okay, I'm guessing Christmas morning Santa Claus gets arrested. Breaking news. Christmas morning Santa Claus gets arrested. Yeah, so he gets arrested in front of the kids. The parents are running after the kids. The kids are running after Santa Claus. They're like, no, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. He's a thief. That is not Santa Claus. And so the money that he got actually did go into good hands, because the landlord doesn't have to, I almost said deport anybody. The landlord does not have to evict anybody. And then the Billy, the bully, the landlord's kid, he bought him a dog, I believe so. It's either he bought him a dog or he gave the dog to Jack and Jack gave it to Billy, something like that. Regardless, everything turned out pretty good. He went back to jail, obviously, jail. That's where he should have been in the first place. But not a bad movie. It's pretty interesting for a movie that came out in 1986. 1987? Was that what it said? I don't remember. My memory is garbage. I think it said 1987. 1986. Okay, I was right. I was on the money until I wasn't. I was good until I wasn't. But yeah, so pretty much that's what the movie is about. It was pretty interesting. It came out December 14. That is so funny. But yeah, I can read to you what it says. A con man dressed up as Santa Claus to break out of jail and recover his hidden stash of stolen loot. However, his perfect little plan is thrown into chaos after he's mistaken for the genuine article. What? For the genuine? Who wrote this? By two inquisitive kids who end up making life very difficult indeed. Yes, indeed. Anyways, everybody's old. Like, I'm pretty sure the kids are old, so I can't even tell you who is who. But I mean, I gave them names, okay? Sophia, Billy, and Jack. Sophia, Rose, my bad. You see, I can't even remember the names I gave them. Rose, Jack. Wait, there was a Billy. It says when Billy discovers Mick Nickel hiding in the basement. Oh, Billy. Oh my goodness. Look at me. I just randomly said Billy, but Billy is the name of the kid that was in the one that owns the basement. That is so funny. Anyways, it's a pretty interesting movie. I recommend watching it if you like that kind of movies. But yeah, he basically turns into a good person, and he actually, you know, got the kids and believing in Christmas and stuff. Let me tell you the other one. The other one is giving very much Hallmark. It's called Back to Christmas. Oh, it was made in 20... The only reason I was shocked about this is because I feel like I watched it, but then I watched it again and I was like, no. All the movies just seem similar. This one was from 2014. And it was very mushy-gushy. Not my type of movie, but you know, when it's around the holidays, that's the only type of movie there is. Unless you're watching, what was that one Christmas movie everybody says is not a Christmas movie? Die Hard. Oh, I was going to cry. Yeah, if you, that's the only like movie I've watched that isn't like mushy-gushy Christmassy. Obviously, Home Alone is a classic. The Elf is a classic and all them stuff. But basically, this one is super mushy-gushy. Okay, and I completely forgot what the name was called. Back to Christmas. So, Back to the Future, you got me messed up. Back to Christmas. So obviously, like I said, it was in 2014. Basically what it was this lady, I don't know why I closed my phone, because I need to see the cast list to know the names. Okay, so her name is Ollie, and if you have watched The Young and the Restless, this is basically Adam. I said Nicholas's brother, stepbrother. I don't know what he is. Regardless, he's in there. Adam is in here. That's why I was like, let me watch this. Young and the Restless on here. Let me watch it. But anyway, so Allie is about to get married to this man named Cameron, I guess. Cameron Diaz? That's crazy. That's the only Cameron I know. Anyways, so Allie's about to get married to Cameron, but she realizes that he's not really the man she wants to marry. There's this other man named Nick. I believe that's the man she was gonna marry. I really don't remember. I'm gonna look at the pictures so that I can see. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like she doesn't end up marrying Adam. I don't know why I keep calling him Adam. But because that's not really his name. And he really does give off that cocky vibe. I see why they put him in this movie. So, Allie and Cameron were gonna get married. They were gonna live forever, happily ever after. But she realizes they don't really have a lot in common. And if you watch the Am I the A-Hole, I literally said, I don't know why people get married without really getting to know each other. People are giving Cinderella. Like, they be knowing each other for 2 seconds. They're like, he put a ring on it. Like, baby, do you even know if he wants kids or not? Do you even know his family tradition? Do you even know if he's a serial killer? Because majority of the people, they be killing their own family. They be killing their kids, their wives, the husbands be killing them, and the wives be killing them. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. You gotta do your research before you marry these people. You're crazy. But anyways, what's new? People getting married and divorced. It is what it is. So anyways, Allie and Cameron, they're gonna get married. They go, I believe, to where her old town is, like where her family is, blah blah blah. And then she realizes that really the person she wants to get married to is Nick. And Nick is basically, I believe, her neighbor. Like, they lived next to each other their whole entire life when they were kids. And she considered him as a friend. Oh, he's just my friend, you know. All of a sudden, you guys are in love. Makes no sense. So anyways, apparently he liked her. He even wanted to take her out to prom or whatever, but he never ended up doing that because somebody told him that... I think it was the mom. I think her mom told him that she does not like him like that. Which is so crazy because I was like, why are you butting into other people's relationship? Regardless, there is this, what would she be called? Like a magical Christmas creature? I don't know. But she's supposed to be like a fairy or a fairy godmother or whatever you want to call her. Her name is Jenny. Jenny. Oh, Genie, I get it. Ginny. Ginny? I'm gonna call her Jenny. Jenny. I'm gonna call her Genie. Whatever. Like Aladdin. So anyways. Oh my goodness. This guy is in this movie? How did I not notice? He was the teacher on Phil of the Future. I'm sorry. I'm reminiscing. I was like, I know this face. Regardless, I don't think them people are that important. But yeah, so her mom ain't ish because she basically stopped her from being with Nick when they were younger. So Jeannie is basically trying to help her rewrite her story. And crazy. Okay, let me finish this because people's is coming and I just lied and said I was taking that. Well, I'm about to. I should have been. That's crazy. I've been talking for almost an hour. Regardless, let's hurry it up. So Jeannie is basically trying to bring her back to like to see if she likes Nick or not. And so she's trying to make her realize, like, who do you really want to be with for the rest of your life? And then I think later on is when she finds out that her mom lied and told, well, not lied, but she basically, like, butted in and told Nick that, hey, she don't really like you. And he was going to ask her out during prom. They would have been married by now. But I don't know why she butted in. I don't remember. So regardless, Jeannie randomly appears to help her to decide who she wants to choose, blah blah blah. And it's very, very lovey-dovey, very interesting. There's like some haha moments, but not really. And like she's technically not married to this guy yet, to Adam. I don't know why I keep calling him Adam, to Cameron. So she can definitely break off the engagement, but I believe they're engaged. That's why they came back to the hometown to like have Christmas with the family. But Cameron is very much business, and he doesn't really care about Christmas that much, and he wants to like he said he wanted to vacation in like a tropical place, and she's like, no, I like winter, I like Christmas, I like the cookies, the snow, and all that stuff. And that's what Nick likes too. That's why they're compatible. They are compatible. So technically that is why Jeannie came, because she's like, are you really sure you're making the right decision? And for some odd reason, Cameron literally booked a trip, and that was like his gift to her, and that was before Christmas. And I was like, are you mental? Who does that? I don't know why people don't talk. Surprise, we're not spending Christmas like Christmas. We're gonna go to a tropical place. So yeah, he's very much job, tropical. He doesn't really want to have kids yet because he wants to like travel and enjoy life. But I don't even think he said he ever wants children. I don't know. Regardless, that's what happened, and it helped her realize. I think it was like she canceled her engagement, and she sees like Cameron with other people. I don't know if I'm mistaking it with another movie, but I think she sees Cameron with other people like in the beginning before the movie started. And then I think she made it a wish that she wanted to restart before when they were engaged, because she thought she really wanted to be with him. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, she thought she really wanted to be with him, and Jeannie was trying to show her, are you sure? Because Nick seems like he's the perfect one for you. Regardless, that's what happened in the movie. I don't feel like going into detail because I'm about to take a nap and people's about to show up. So we're wrapping it up. This is probably the fastest I've ever done 2 movies back to back. But yeah, obviously it's not a Hallmark movie, but it's giving Hallmark movie. What is it made out of? Before I take a nap. Who made this movie? Let me know. Who made this movie? Baby Steps Entertainment? Is that a Hallmark? I don't know. It's giving Hallmark though, honestly, but it's not. Anyways, obviously she ends up with like a Nick, I think that's his name. She ends up with a Nick, blah de blah, lovey-dovey, whatever. And then she wakes up. I think it was one of those like the Scrooge type of things where they show you like your past, present, and future or whatever. So that's pretty much what it was. Welcome to the Christmas month. If you like Christmas, if you don't like Christmas, that's your problem. Have a wonderful bummy day. I'm gonna take a nap right now, right here. Have a wonderful bummy day. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good night. That's crazy. I'm taking a nap. I'm not sleeping. I wish I could. Jesus. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. And tush.